What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be going over the top 10 players in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM that you guys can get for under 10,000 MT. Before we get on to, if you guys are new to the channel and enjoy MyTEAM content, subscribe. We are number one place. Well, there's more MyTEAM content uploaded here than anywhere else, and if you want to just learn about the ins and outs of the game mode, this is a great place for you. So, if there are any players that you guys think should be on the list, there's a possibility that they were on the under 5k list, which I made, I think, this day last week. So basically, what I'm not going to do is put in duplicate cards. So I've got one in, or if they were in last week's tier list, or not tier list, last week's list, they are not going to be in this week's list. So we've got some good players. Like, I'm surprised at some of these guys, but we've got some very good players. So first up, this guy's pretty good. He's kind of outdated, but I still think he's solid. Julius, not Randall, Irving. I think he's solid. I really do. I know a lot of people probably are saying, oh, he's just not good enough anymore. And that argument can be made. But I think he's still good. His release, one of the easiest releases to green in the game. And if you're looking at him, he's 6'6". Again, he's not expensive. He gets half a limitless takeoff. He gets gold chaser, gold posterizer, gold downhill, gold space creator. He gets silver glue hands, pro touch, unstrippable, bullet passer, volume shooter, hustler, as well as intimidator, off ball pass, set shooter, tight handles, grace under pressure, all of the stuff like that. He's absolutely quality. In terms of badges wise. So he's quality going to the basket. And he can shoot, man. 76 3 ball, does not matter. He's got Rudy base, Rudy upper. He'll green everything. 85 driving dunk. He's got those insane defensive animations. Good ball handle. Good perimeter defense. Not the greatest steal, though. His speed is elite. 90 speed. He's faster than Melo. Melo's fast. And he's at 84 lateral. Is he the greatest card in the game? No. But, at 8k, especially if you like Dr. J and you want to use big names, you're not getting much better. You're not getting a much better big name for cheaper. Maybe LeBron Ruby, if you want to put him there. But no, he's going there. I think he's really good. Then we've got two really cheap players. And the first player is this guy right here. And it's Zydrunas Ilgauskas. I know a lot of people be saying, oh, why am I putting him on the list? But it's what other centers are there under 10k MT that are good? Do you want me to put Bill Laimbeer in? So Zydrunas Ilgauskas, 1000 MT. Yeah, he was 700 MT earlier. He'll be back at 800 MT tomorrow. I just made a video on him and there's people investing in him. I've invested a lot in him. There's I'm not selling anytime soon. So if people are oh, I'm just pushing up the price, man. I'm not if I was doing that, I would sold him already. I'm not selling my Ilgauskas investments anytime soon. But what you're getting with Ilgauskas, you're getting 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. You're getting gold brick wall, gold rim protector, gold box, gold hook specialist, gold dream shake. He's also got silver post paint technician, silver catch and shoot, a decent release. Hot zone hunter on silver. He's got fade ace on bronze, good post game. Really solid 3-ball of 79. He's also got a good block rating of 84, decent interior defense. His steal rating's not terrible either, terrible perimeter defense. He's not going to guard anyone on the perimeter, but he's a giant. Simple as that. 44 speed, yeah, it's terrible. But if you compare him to other giants, 7'3" and above, there is one player faster than him, it's Kristaps. I'm pretty sure, Mark Eaton's got 25 speed, so he's 7'4". Rick Smits has got 25 speed, he's 7'4". Sabonis has got 7'5" speed. Kareem, I know Kareem's 7'2", and then obviously Dikembe's faster than him at 7'2". And there are 7'2" guys faster, but I'm telling you, at 7'3", he is the second fastest player after Kristaps at his height. Or his height or above. Lateral 25 is terrible. Of course it is. He's an inside big. He can paint mash. He can shoot fadeaways. He can shoot the 3-ball. And he can block shots and rebound. So if you want to run big, actual big man, at under 10k, I don't think you're getting a better center. Unless, of course, you want a popper. And if you want a pure popper, then Karl Anthony Towns is the move. So Karl Anthony Towns right now, not that version. His Amethyst card is not expensive at all. I think the normal, you can get the signed one. I think they're basically the same card, but you can get these guys for really cheap. He's around 7k, and Cat can play. Like, I'm not going out here saying Cat's this, like, be-all and end, like, this endgame god-tier center, because he's not. Karl Anthony Towns is mediocre defensively, and he can shoot. He's a goal catch and shoot, goal post mint ignition. Like, he can score. He's got decent silver badges as well. He's just silver sniper. His release isn't terrible as well. He can green. He's got good post game, really good three-pointer, decent standing dunk, not the greatest driving dunk. His ball handle isn't even bad for a center. 68 block. Like, that's terrible, but it's not like... He's not as bad as, say, Marvin Bagley. Like, Marvin Bagley will not block a shot. Karl Anthony Towns is a bad defender. Like, he will... If you still are a 6-foot guard taking a layup on Cat will block them. It's not like Marvin Bagley where he'll just put his hand will swipe through the ball. His interior is pretty bad. So, like, he's not good defensively. Not good at all. But because of his player build, he's just about passable on defense. But he's got very solid speed, sweep ball, and acceleration. And his lateral's not terrible either. So you're looking like a really good offensive popper. As far as big men go, you're not getting too much better at this price than Cat. Like, really solid. For 6K as well. I mean, Ilgauskas kind of suits the way I play a bit better. But Karl Anthony Towns is fantastic. He genuinely, as a center, is fantastic in this game. So, after that, we are on to the next kind of cheap player. And this guy, it's D Rose. It's Derrick Rose Ruby. Like, D Rose Ruby, he's like, I don't like the LeBron card that much, but a lot of people would say he should be on this list. And if you argue that, I'm cool. If you're saying LeBron should be on the list, that is perfectly fine. Like, D Rose Ruby is like he's under 2K. I think I bought one of him for like 1,800 as an investment. Dude, he's 1,500 MT. Oh my god! Like, if I had space in my auctions house, I'd buy every one of these Derrick Rose cards, because he's another one that's going to shoot up in price. The only thing with Derrick Rose that I will say is that, unlike Ilgauskas, is there are actually a lot of good Ruby point guards and Sapphire point guards. But basically, Derrick Rose is like 1,500 MT. So let's go Derrick Rose Diamond. He's probably way down in price. Like, I'd say Derrick Rose is way down in price his Diamond. Like, his Diamond was like 85K. Nope, he's gone up. So let's compare. Let's compare and we see what really matters. So in terms of badges, you go from Hall of Fame to Gold in Fearless Finisher, Slithery, Downhill, and Quick First Step, and then all the other badges are, I'm pretty sure, are the same. And then you actually get blinders on the last one. But I'm pretty sure outside of those 4 Hall of Fame badges, Hall of Fame Downhill is a very important one. I say not Downhill. Hall of Fame Quick First Step is important, but he still gets the D Rose burst and everything else on Gold. Stats. So +4 3 ball. Does it matter? Yes. Does it matter that much? No, because you can just buy a diamond shoe. Let's just say he's 100K extra. You can buy, or 80K extra. You can buy a diamond shoe, like +3 3-pointer for like, get a +3 3-pointer, all in that for like 7 or 8K. Either way though, 74 77 does not make, or 73 77 doesn't make much of a difference. Neither of them are good shooters. Both of them are decent mid-range shooters. Both of them are very good dunkers. Dunking 85 90 is the exact same. Once you get the same, you get the contact dunk animations at 85. Ball handle, anything above 86 is the exact same. 86 is the cutoff. Steal is a little bit better. Perimeter defense is a little better. But at the same time, neither of them are good on defense. So you're not even going to notice, like, a +17 block and a 6'3" point guard. Wow. It makes all the difference. +2 speed. You're not going to notice the difference in +2 speed. And the exact same lateral quickness. These, I'm telling you, if you came up against these two cards, like, I think they do look different in game. But if you didn't see the tier under them, you would not be able to tell the difference. Is the diamond one better? Yes, but like 1% better. They play the exact same. Like, I get it. Hall of Fame Quick First Step is a lot better than Gold. The problem is that the Derrick Rose burst doesn't need Hall of Fame Quick First Step. The Derrick Rose burst is the Derrick Rose burst. So, like, he gets the animation, Gold or Hoff Quick First Step. He just needs, even Bronze Quick First Step, the Hoff Quick First Step doesn't feel that much different on D-Rose. So it's like, I get it. People are obviously seeing, oh, one of them is one Hall of Fame badge. But you're basically like saying, like, they're the same freaking card, except the only notable difference is the Hall of Fame Quick First Step. Because Gold and Hall of Fame Downhill feel the exact same. Their stats are basically the same. Literally, the only difference between this Derrick Rose and the Ruby Derrick Rose is half quick first step versus gold quick first step. And half quick first step is not worth 100k. I'm just saying that right now. Okay. So now we are on to the lockdown defenders. We got a few of them here. We got a few really, really good lockdown defenders you can use on the wing. So we got Bruce Bowen. You got Bruce Bowen Amethyst. Now, Bruce Bowen is a lot cheaper than I thought he was. Like, I was shocked when I saw he was this cheap. I'm guessing the signature signed one is more expensive. You're paying 7k for Bruce Bowen. Or you're paying 5k for Bruce Bowen. But Bruce Bowen, he is 6'7". He's a half corner specialist, which is an unbelievable badge. Goal catch and shoot, goal pickpocket, goal pick dodger, goal clamps. He gets half clamps on his signature signed one, but at the same time, like, trust me, half clamps versus goal clamps does not matter this year. It really doesn't matter. Like, no clamps is a problem. The gap between no clamps and bronze clamps is bigger than the gap between bronze clamps and half clamps. Gold half clamps makes no difference. He's got Intimidator on Hall of Fame. He's got Intimidator on gold, Blinders on gold, Set Shooter on gold. He's also got Green Machine, Hot Zone Hunter, Menace, Ball Stripper. So he's got all the 3-point shooting and defensive badges on gold. And a 93 ball. Yeah, he's not the greatest dunker in the world, but he's got like a 93 ball. He's got a 91 steal, 96 perimeter defense, 83 speed, which is not bad, and 96 lateral. As well as that, decent on-ball steal tendency. We got one of the best wing defenders in the game right here. Like, Bowen is without question one of the best wing defenders in the game, but I'm going to send him to my auctions because, well, unfortunately, oh man, none of these Duncan Robinsons have sold yet. I'm trying to sell off most of my Duncan Robinsons over the next few days. Unfortunately, we don't really have a spot in the team right now for Bruce Bowen, so we might as well just take our like 1,500 coin profit there. Bruce Bowen is insane, but he may not be the best 3-and-D guy. Because in terms of pure defense, like, if you're asking me who's better, just pure defense, Bruce Bowen or Scotty. I think overall I'm taking Bruce Bowen. Like, I think overall, Bruce Bowen versus Scottie Pippen, I'm taking Bruce Bowen more often than not. Because I just think Bruce Bowen he's just a way better shooter. And, wait a minute, what price is he? Why the hell is Scottie Pippen 4K? Oh my god. Are these base set cards that expensive nowadays? Okay. So I just want to see what price Scotty is. I thought he was like low 6K. Scotty's closer to 10K, really? I mean, Bruce Bowen value-wise, yeah, just go and get Bruce Bowen. So yeah, Scotty's close to the 10. He's close to like 9, 10K. Like maybe 8.5 if you get him, if you get lucky. But like, what you're getting with Scotty is half off ball pest. Basically all the good defensive badges in gold. He's got a pretty decent release, easy to green. His 3 ball's only 80 or 74 though. But he's got a really good dunk and he's got 86 ball handle. Defensively, he's faster. Not quite as good defensively as Bowen. But it's like, actually not quite as good stats wise on defense, but I do think he's kind of even because of his extra bit of height. Essentially, what I will say is, do you need your defender to shoot the ball, or do you need them to drive to the basket and play fast? It is all like style wise between Scottie Pippen and Bruce Bowen, because Bruce Bowen can't really dunk, Scotty can't really shoot. It literally just all depends on what you like, because Scotty's obviously good slasher, Scotty behind the back now, a really good player. And then Bruce obviously doesn't have that, but he's got a really nice release in base 40 and he will green some shots. So it all honestly just depends with those guys. Who suits your play style better? If you need a dunker, go for Scotty. If you need a shooter, go for Bowen. Or if you want a hybrid of both, if you want someone who's not quite as good in defense as Bowen, but still very good. He's not quite as good a shooter as Bowen, but he's still a fairly solid shooter. He's not quite as good going to the basket as Scotty, but he's still very solid at it. If you want a kind of mix between both of them with slightly worse defense, look no further than Jimmy Buckets, because he's the one player when I made this list I was shocked to see he was under 10K. So like Jimmy Buckets 9K, and what you're getting with him is 6'7", Like, half hustler, which is huge. If you don't know, on next gen, a player has the nose for the ball. You might think, what the hell does that mean? You know, on next gen, when the ball hits your player's hand and it goes back to your other team. Yeah, that doesn't happen when a player is half hustler. It is very important. I know it's the first with Larry, but he's got like pick dodger, interceptor. I think he only has silver clamps, but again, silver, bronze, gold clamps doesn't matter. You just need to have it on some level. He's got like intimidator, bailout, downhill. But the thing is, he's got bronze sniper. He's got base 22, which is better than 40. He's got a 78 3 ball. And you might think, oh, it's barely better than Scott. He's like, nah. Like, Jimmy can shoot. 80 driving dunk, which is solid. 86 ball handle. He's got 90 steal, 90 perimeter defense, 84 speed, 81 speed ball, 84 acceleration, and 91 lateral quickness. So for me, again, in terms of just all around play, like, I would probably take Bowen out of those three. I think most people would have the most success with Jimmy, though. I think for the average player, Jimmy Butler will be better. For like more than 50% of players, Jimmy Butler will be without question the best of those three, and they all do very, very similar things. And last up we've got two more players, but they're very similar players. And again, these are another preference matchup. And first up is a player that I'm surprised to see down under 10k, and it's Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet can still cook. I don't care what Ames says. He's a little bit small, and that can be a little bit of a problem because players do look to abuse small point guards. Like, that is one of the big problems, especially if you're on next gen. Small point guards get abused. But like with Fred, what you're getting is you're still getting like Giant Slayer, Hall of Fame, catch and shoot, dimer, pickpocket, mismatch expert, and gold. He's got gold unpluckable, gold hustler, silver clamps, quick chain, interceptor, rhythm shooter, bailout, downhill, handles for days, deadeye, silver sniper, a really good release in Giannis, bronze QFS. He's got an 83 3 ball. Yes, he can't dunk, but he's got good ball handle, really good steal and perimeter defense, really solid speed, and 85 lateral. Like, is he the be-all and end-all? Is he the greatest point guard in the world? No, but like, he's still really good for under 10k, and you still see a lot of good players run this guy. He is still more than usable, even more than a month after he came out. Like, he came out 1 week after launch. I think he came out the 17th of September. Like, it's been 6 weeks since he came out, and he is still more than usable. The guy is still more than usable. And last up is another Amethyst player. Another Amethyst player being Chris Paul. So CP3, he is part of the new set. And he is literally just the... he's like 8k. And he's literally just the diamond. There's no difference. Like, there are no differences at all. Like, whatever about D-Rose, you're like, oh, he's got half quick first step. No, this guy's the exact same Hall of Fame badges. I think there's one badge. Oh, sorry. The diamond is Hall of Fame mismatch expert. This one is gold mismatch expert. That's the only difference badges wise. Literally the only difference. Gold clamps, gold interceptor, gold mismatch expert, gold lucky number 7, silver limitless spot up, silver chef. He's still got like Hall of Fame dimer. Got gold hustler as well. Got quick Jane. He's got quick first step. He's got sniper. He's got an 86 3 ball. Yes, he can't dunk, but he's got really good ball handling. He moves really, really well as well. 90 steal, 90 perimeter defense, 90 speed, 90 speed ball, 90 acceleration, and 90 lateral quickness. He has got everything you need except dunking for a point guard. The problem is he's that little bit small. He is still that little bit small, which is... small point guards get abused a lot in this game. And I do have to say, like, put that as a caveat. Small point guards do get abused. If, however, you do want a taller point guard, as an 11th man, because I forgot these guys existed. I forgot. Actually, no, he must be over 10k now. Spencer Dinwiddie, because he didn't come up when I searched under 10k yet. I was about to say, like, if Spencer Dinwiddie wasn't price locked above 13k, if he wasn't price locked, if he was back under at like 8-9k what he was when he came out, I'm telling you, lads, Spencer Dinwiddie would be a really, really good player. That's a pity, isn't it, with 2K? Like, 2K last week released 4 moments cards on Monday, and they just haven't released any moments cards in the week. That is a pity, isn't it? Actually, no, they gave it to DeJounte. They gave it to DeJounte, who has hovered from 20 to 30, back down to 15k, back up to 25. DeJounte is very expensive, but I would have said Dinwiddie. But either way, though, those 10 guys are really good pickups. Like, those are guys under 10k for me that should be in most people's squads, especially those 3-and-D wings. Like the gap between like a Jimmy Butler and a Jaylen Brown, who's like 100k, is very small for most people. Point guards wise, you can more than get away with CP3. And bigs wise, the gap between the really good bigs and an Ilgauskas is fairly big. The problem is that really good bigs cost a lot of empty, unless you want to go for Josh Smith. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.